We are live here from South Florida. Welcome to the show. This is JT Sports Picks, the Cuban Oracle. We are live from South Florida. I hope you guys enjoy this show. Let me see here. I think we are live. We are bringing down a few games that we have here in today's games. Let me see if I can connect it here. What's going on, guys? A great victory yesterday by the Miami Marlins. Hello, hello. Great game yesterday. Great game yesterday. Great game yesterday. I was saying that it was a great game yesterday by the Miami Marlins. They won that one as a big underdog. We cashed that ticket, so I give you that pick out in the afternoon, and they won the game in a great shape. So they have a good talent team. So sometimes at the end of the season, down the stretch, it's pretty profitable. Fade teams like the San Francisco Giants or another teams like they could be like the Cincinnati Reds or the New York Mets, even the Philadelphia Phillies, which are in the first place on the National League on the East. So right now, and also we hit the spread in the game on the pick and contest on football college. We hit the last game of yesterday. CBS Sportsbook challenge. I'm sorry, pick and contest. We hit the game, the last game on Allegiant Stadium between the University of South Carolina, number 23 in the country, versus the LSU Tigers. The game ended up winning University of South Carolina 27-20. So we cashed that one because we took it at plus 6.5. So at the end, we finished the day with 7-7. So we are 7-7 so far. Let me see if I can share the screen with you guys looking on CBS Sports Picking Contest. Let's see if I can uh, check with you guys my screen here. So let me share screen. All right. No, it's not this one here. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah. Let me share with you guys on the pick'em here. So right now, let me see if I can log in my account. It's asking me for my credentials. Anyway, hmm, I think I can do it on. Let me see one thing here. Let's see if we can connect to this. One second. Try to connect to the pick'em contest and the football pick'em contest on CVS. Log in with my Google account. Uh, Let me see. Uh, there you go. Let me share the screen with you guys right now on here. There you go. So I'm sharing the screen right now to let you guys know how I'm going, I'm doing on that contest. So if you see here, let me pick my teams. Pick my teams was the well. Actually, they have the pro football contest, which is start on this week on Thursday, and I already have the Baltimore Ravens +2.5 against the Kansas City Chiefs in Kansas, and I also have the Philadelphia Eagles -1.5. This game is in Brazil, so I have them already. So I highly recommend this already started, but I just want to make sure everything was going well. So you can see here. So you can see here. So you can my see picks. Here. So you can my see picks. Here. So you can see in pro football, which not necessarily has to be the same one in the official ones that I submitted on Twitter or YouTube or any posts on YouTube. Let's go ahead and go to the college football contest. Sorry, here in this in the college contest. So we I lost the first one and the second one. I hit the third one. I lost the Miami Hurricanes against Florida Gators, 41-17. I hit the Akron as +50.5, and I also hit the Northwestern versus Miami, Ohio, -4.5. Losing Colorado State, won Alabama, lost Houston, receiving UNLV, and lost also Fresno, and lost the Notre Dame Texas A&M game. I hit the UCLA Hawaii game. I lost Wyoming, Arizona, and I finally hit uh, 27-20 LSU University of South Carolina. It also offers you a tiebreaker. The game left in this first week is the Boston College against number 10 in the rankings, Florida State University, the Seminoles. And they also ask you for a tiebreaker just in case you are tied with someone else in the board. So if I check the rankings, my position. So actually, my entry is my entry is well, actually my standings. So I finished the first week with a record of 6 wins and 6 losses, 6 points total, and I'm number 35,500. I'm pretty far away on the list, but that's okay. So it's just starting, and it's pretty difficult to win in this kind of contest. Back to MLB. Back to MLB for today's Labor Day in USA. Let me finish. Stop sharing the screen. Let's go to MLB, and we have a few games for today's day, for today's slate. Let's take a real look to them real quick. I will go like one by one if I really have any interest on it. Uh, so I will go like breaking it down. So actually, there's one game going on right now: the Milwaukee Brewers versus the St. Louis Cardinals. Let me open the Vegas Insider uh, um, website. All right. Uh, the second game. So actually, the first game was the Cardinals versus the Brewers. It wasn't any value on this game here, uh, so we didn't make any suggestion on this one so far. But then the next game is on 3:05 Eastern Time. The Chicago White Sox visiting the Baltimore Orioles. If you check the standings right now in the American League East Division, I have number one in first place. There are the Yankees who only won, only a half game behind the Baltimore Orioles, and then Boston Red Sox are nine with no chances at all to win that title, that division, and we also have we also have the Boston Red Sox are 9 games behind, and the Tampa Bay Rays 11 and a half games behind the first place, which are the New York Yankees. The Yankees are playing against who the Yankees are playing. They lost the series against the Cardinals on the weekend at Yankee Stadium. They are taking this day, or actually they're playing the Rangers. So they're traveling to Texas to Arlington, and they're gonna face the Rangers tonight. Gary Cole versus Later. I don't know if this guy has any relation with Al Later, the pitcher. The was a great athlete. He pitches for the Miami Marlins in few. I think he won a championship in 1997 with the Marlins in South Florida. But I don't know if he's related with him. But we looking forward to check the lines to see right now. I'm seeing on ESPN bet Texas Rangers plus 155, New York Yankees heavy favorite minus 185. I'm gonna take a closer look at game time. The game's at 8:05 Eastern time, so I'm gonna take a look. There are a few games today, so we actually have the Brewers winning 3-0. They are guaranteeing, they are locking the first place on the Central Division. But again, we have the Baltimore Orioles minus 475 against the Chicago White Sox. They have flexing 2 wins and 13, 5.29 ERA versus Colby Burns, 12 wins, 7 losses, 3.23 ERA. The Baltimore is the side here, but I'm not laying like minus 475 anywhere. So this is a pass for me. Uh, I would like to take the White Sox here. We faced the other day Texas Rangers with the same pitcher, but it didn't happen. They end up winning the game by only 1 run. The final score was 1-0 on the Texas Rangers. So we lost that bet, but it was a great value if we would be hitting the Chicago White Sox in that one. This is not the case as the Baltimore Orioles need to win this one. They need to sweep the Chicago White Sox on this series to try to keep the Yankees close, and that's why I don't have any interest in this game. The next game that I could have a strong opinion is in the Cleveland Guardians and the Kansas City Royals. The Kansas City Royals were swept by the Houston Astros on the weekend. I think they are bouncing back, so they are traveling from Houston to Kansas to play against the Guardians. But let's see what's going on here. The Guardians have Williams 2-7 for 4.99 versus Michael Waka 11-6 3.50. The line Kansas City is minus 115, and I think I'm gonna have my first official pick for today, which will be on the Kansas City Royals minus 115. But let me check where's the best line is at. The Kansas City Royals, the best line you can find it in Bet 365 minus 110. Uh, They're minus 115 across the board, and BetMGM, ESPN Bet, as I mentioned before, Bet Rivers minus 112, and Hard Rock Bet minus 115. Let me check the value. The line opens at minus 110. He has been keeping close to that number. I think the Kansas City Royals win this one. They need to win. They are right now tied with the Minnesota Twins on the second place, the Central American League. And in the wild card, let me see the wild card positions. as they are right now advancing to the playoffs to the postseason. They have Boston 4 games behind, but the problem is that if they secure the third spot, the second wild card, they will be facing. Let me see. They will be facing the worst record of the three division series first places. The worst record right now on that is the Houston Astros. Houston Astros 75-62. So I don't think the Kansas City Royals want to face the Houston Astros in the first round of the playoff. So that's why I prefer to fade them. To take them today against the Cleveland Guardians, because if they secure that first spot in the Central, they might void the first round of the postseason. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna see where's the best line available right now, and if I well actually I see the Hard Rock Bet doesn't have it, but let me check to see what book. So I can recommend like taking a Bet 365, but let me see if they have any value first. So 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 keep the Yankees close, and that's why I don't have any interest in this game. And let's get so let's see here. If it is a good line, take this Royals minus 115 on Bet 365. Um, Not really. Um, it shouldn't be a better price. So I don't recommend to take it at minus 115. So a good line here should be in between 100 109. Uh, guys, 1 second. So guys, next game we move on. Next game, so I don't have any pick on this one here. Next game is the Houston Astros, the hot Houston Astros against the Cincinnati Reds. Again, the Astros are looking for secure the first two seats on the American League, so they are going for winning. But the value with Justin Verlander tonight is minus 165. Cincinnati Reds plus 140. Let me see if I can get the Cincinnati Reds at that price. If you guys have any comment, please let me know. What's your take on the different games we have tonight? So the Reds are plus 140 underdog. So let me see if they have any value on something over plus 140. So ESPN Bet has it at plus 140. Bear Rivers plus 140. I would like to see more. It has to be like over plus 145. Mondays are kind of strong because they are trying to recover the money that the books are lost throughout the weekend. So for me, it's not a good day to bet on like Fridays. They are very days more likely for public bettors or bettors that have lost on the weekend. So books made an adjustment. You can find a good edge or a good line throughout all the sports books. Next game, LA Dodgers D-backs. This is a great series here. They have Flaherty 10 and 60.07 ERA versus Eduardo Rodriguez 2 and 0, 5.06 ERA. Rodriguez has been pitching very well. Let's take a look at his numbers in the last outing. So at home, he's pitching for 697. But again, uh, the D-backs. So in the last outing he had on August 28th, the D-backs won 8-5 that game. He pitched five and a third. He allowed only five hits, and he allowed five runs. The previous game was against the Marlins, but let me see if I found a good value on this one to bet it on. So if I get it at plus 120 or more, I'll go ahead and take it. Let me check at 120 or more. Not even close. Plus 115. No, 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 no value at all on that. Let me check. No. Best line available is plus 118. South Point and Circa Sports Boots in Vega have it at plus 118. If you guys lives in Vegas, please go ahead and take it at that number because that numbers will go down throughout the afternoon. The game started at 4:10 Eastern time, and I recommend to take it at that number. It's plus 118 Circa Sportsbook, plus 118 South Points. Let's take a break real quick here. Quick break here as I'm posting the official bet. That game yesterday again, we hit the Arizona D-backs game again. D-backs are only D-backs are only 5 games behind the LA Dodgers, and that series are 2-1. So I recommend to take the D-backs in this one, guys. So take it now because that line would be go lower. And Eduardo Rodriguez is beating. So with a new team, I think he will perform very good with this one here. So D-backs plus 118. Let's go and get it, guys. So the rest of the games for tonight are screen is freezing here right now. The rest of the games for tonight, as I'm telling you guys, are less connections right now here. Tigers, Padres, that could be an interesting one. Twins, Rays, and also another good one. Mariners, Ace, Ace plus 120 only. Wow, fading the Mariners on this one. Boston Red Sox against the New York Mets. There's kind of competition in Brian Bayo versus Severino. Pirates, Cubs, and finishing the board, the New York Yankees versus the Texas Rangers. So far, my only official 4:10 Eastern time, the Arizona D-backs facing the Dodgers in the last game of the series. Jack Flaherty versus Eduardo Rodriguez, and I'm taking the D-backs, and I'm suggesting to take the D-backs at plus 118 on South Point Vegas and Secret Sportsbooks Vegas. This is what we got so far. I hope you guys like this content. So keep in tune. If you have any comments, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for upcoming updates on the sports betting. This is JT Sports Speaks, the Cuban Oracle, and this is daily free sports speaks to you guys. We see you on the field. Bye bye. Thank you. And have a great Labor Day.